Welcome back to another Tea and Tarot Tuesday. I'm Cartier with Providence Astrology, and today I wanted to invite you into a look at the astrological Imbolc. Imbolc is a holiday that is being celebrated right now. It is one of the cross-quarter holidays, referring to a sacred time that falls in the middle of the season, halfway between the solstice and the equinox. So we have these cross-quarter holidays 4 times a year at the midpoint. And in this case with Imbolc, winter solstice, spring equinox, we're right there in the middle in Aquarius season. Being the second zodiac month of winter, it is a fixed sign. The second zodiac months of each season are known as fixed. And fixed is a description that means it is a deep energy. It's the purest form of energy that sign has to offer. It's enduring. It has depth. If you want to know what Aquarius energy feels like, tune into what you're feeling right now, because we are at the deepest point in the Aquarius season. And that's what Imbolc is truly celebrating from an astrologer's point of view. From a folklorist point of view, there's a lot that I could go into about Ireland, ancient Celtic times, and the sheep starting to get thick with milk to feed their coming calves, their coming babies. I think the word Imbolc means within the womb. For me, though, I really look at it through the lens of an astrologer and recognize that this is a sort of capsule into the pure energy of Aquarius, which is an air sign. It is the fixed air sign. And Aquarius is the sign of the exile. It is a time of like pulling back away from the crowd to get the big picture. So there's an invitation with this passage of time to really take some quiet time to yourself and dream your dreams of what is going to be birthed when it comes into spring. For me, that's the real reason of Imbolc. It begins the period of springtime planning. And every year for Imbolc, I do a very special ritual holiday. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But first, I'm going to introduce what I'm drinking for tea today. Today, in honor of Imbolc, I made Tulsi tea, which is holy basil. Holy basil is a cousin to culinary basil, but it's a little bit of a sweeter flavor, and it has sort of a softness to it. It is an excellent adaptogen. It really removes stress from the body and kind of lifts you up. It balances your blood sugar, helps with inflammation in the body. It reduces the amount of the stress hormone cortisol, which can get stuck in your system and keep you amped up. So it is a beautiful choice to take in the mid-afternoon when you need a little pick-me-up. I brewed this Tulsi with some rosebuds left over from my summer roses just to give me a little of that summertime vibe and boost it up with some extra vitamin C. We need all the vitamin C we can get right now. So that's my tea for today, Tulsi. So as I'm shuffling the cards, Imbolc officially, from an astrologer's point of view, happens when the sun is going to be at 15 degrees Aquarius. Each of the signs of the zodiacs have 30 degrees. And so 15 degrees means exactly halfway through the sign of Aquarius. It's a very concentrated moment. I love that feeling of the sort of pristine detachedness of deep Aquarius season. This year in New England, where I am, I'm really supported in that by all the snow and cold weather we've been having all week. It sort of felt like this extended Imbolc period of just, holing up in my house and reflecting and dreaming new dreams about what my life could be in the spring. When we cross that threshold into spring equinox, things move very quickly. Life really picks up the pace and things start happening. So that's why it's so sacred and precious to sort of take this time now to dream your dreams, make your wishes, do your rituals around what you're envisioning, and nourish your hearth of warmth around what you want to grow in the spring. So on that note, let's pick a couple tarot cards and see what the Imbolc message is today. Today, on Tuesday, Uranus is stationing direct today in the sign of Taurus. And so that means between now and the end of April, before Uranus moves into Gemini, we're going to have our final curriculum of lessons in Taurus, in the area of our life where we have Taurus in our birth chart based on the whole sign house system in astrology. So if you don't use the whole sign house system, that's okay. Different systems in astrology work well also. I feel like astrology is really made very concise with the whole sign house system. And so then you just go to where the house in your chart that holds the sign Taurus and know that you've been on a curriculum in that area of your life since 2018 when Uranus entered Taurus, and you're in the final exam time for the next few months. So that's the astrology report. What is our tarot report? Let's see what we got. This is where we're at. This is what we're being invited to integrate. And this is where we land if we're successful in our integration. The Prudence card, the 8 of Discs. I love this card. It's very much a Virgo energy, and the moon is in Virgo today. So fancy that. This means that we are taking care and caution in cultivating that which we wish to grow. We're being thoughtful and conservative about nurturing that which is most important in our lives. We are being asked to integrate the Prince of Cups. This is a very romantic energy. The Prince of Cups chases the dreams of the heart. So you're being asked to open up your heart to what your heart wants to receive. This is a very good Valentine's Day kind of coming up message. And follow your heart. You flow with your heart. Go with where your heart is asking you to go. Listen to the message of your heart and follow it. And that brings us to the 2 of Wands, the Dominion card, which is an awakening of your creative power, waking up of your creative potential and your ability to manifest, to make things happen, find alignment with your will. So the message today for Imbolc on this waking up of the planet Uranus, moving out of retrograde, moving direct through the final stages of the sign of Taurus, is to acknowledge how carefully you are putting energy into what's important to you right now, and to open that up into allowing your heart to speak, and following your heart. Don't just do the hard labor. Don't just be focused on the work that needs to be done, but actually, what does your heart need for fulfillment right now? And that combination of the sort of meticulousness of caring about what you're cultivating and being open to your heart brings you into the power of the fire of your spirit, which can manifest the potency of your vision, of your dream. The Dominion card is about really standing strong in your manifesting power. So that's my message for you today. Thank you very much for tuning into another episode of Tea and Tarot Tuesday. I'm Cartier. I'm an astrologer. You can connect with me and book readings on my website, providenceastrology.com. I hope to hear from you. Bye-bye.